I was trying to say something nice. Yo! Okay, Yuri's kind of a savage. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you? I guess you could say that. What do you mean by that? I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. What? What do you mean? What would your dad be doing? At least it's safe here in the club. Yo, you want to talk about this? What's up, guys? And welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club. I'm gonna be honest, I've seen my boy Corey play this, but he never finished it, so I haven't seen anything past what he's played. I know there'll be lots and lots of reading, so definitely prepare yourself for that. And I don't know much about this game other than that. I think it gets more and more disturbing or something, is what I heard. There was warnings on the page that said something about if you're suicidal, don't play this or something. Well, let's get it. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms into the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. That's a little rude. That's a little rude. However, I just sigh and idly run up the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's me. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have any to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sire. Have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm not sure it's possible that I did. In one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on with. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me. When I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Okay. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills for college. Okay. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I had the thought of you becoming a need. The freak is a need, bro. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess. She a little extra. I'm not gonna lie, she a little extra. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. Yo, you gotta step up, big dog. What you doing? The school day is as ordinary as ever, and is over before I knew it. After I pack up my things, I start blinking at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Dang, bro. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Sayori? Sayori must have come to the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. Excuse me. Yo, she's a little insulting, man. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know. Oh no, why is she blushing? Oh, dude. Know what? Well, that you could come to my club.
No, God! No, God, please, no!
Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club with your annoying little self. Meaning, Sayori is the vice president of the Literature Club. Lame odd club, dude. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did because she thought it would be fun to help start the club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Real, man, I feel that. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club, sucker. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? I kinda told the club I would bring in a new member. Oh, nah. She's trying to run your library. She one of those. Yikes, bro. And Natsuki and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Yo, look, you got people up doing things for me. I never even said I was going, bro. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. You tell me, bro. You tell me. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Only for a cupcake, though. I'm going to the anime club. Do what you want, man. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Dude, these girls just relentless. I'm taking shot after shot, yo. I need to start taking way to kill the atmosphere. I ought to smack you. You don't even know me. What a nice surprise. See, this girl's already bringing positive energy. She might be cool. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in the situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Yo, the girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. So she's like a tsundere, or however you say that. But like, you know, everybody's got to love a good tsundere. You know, I'm thinking like Toradora, best romance anime of all time. Fight me, best romance anime, bro. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Okay, so she's shy. You see that little stutter right there? We're learning. It's great to see you again. Monika smiles sweetly. Okay, yeah. See, she's gonna be the reason I stick around him, so not gonna lie. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we're in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl. Smart, beautiful, and athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. Well, you ain't gotta say it like that, bro. Like, I'm controlling you, bro. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels unrelatable. You too, Monica. Come sit down. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? A glass of tea? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been wide so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! 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 I'm cutting that out. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious. Yo, I'm noticing a little something. Our character does not take initiative at all, man. That's like #1 thing, bro. When talking to girls, take initiative. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. She will be the one, bro. I turn the cupcake around my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Yo, that John got like rap noise in him or something, bro. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. No, definitely not. She went straight to Walmart and bought these from the deli section. Like, yo, I'm not following her. She don't have me fooled. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Huh? Buddy, what? Made them for you or anything? What was that, man? I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But not for you, you know? Dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Tsundere. For sure, I'm telling you, bro. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. Natsuki's like the second option for me right now. For sure. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers give us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? No, not really. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Insulted, Yuri looks away. Hey, don't be insulted. I mean, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. You know, hot cup of tea, milk, sugar. That hits. Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? Yo, you better lie your butt off, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragging her by side. That's what I'm saying, Mom. Lie. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? What you mean by that? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Okay, I see. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget, publicity, and how to prepare for events. See, Monica feels like, she's real, She doesn't put on an act like some of the other people in there. Monica really is a great lady. Okay, you didn't have to come in with the low browns. We get it, Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. Yeah. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls all interested in the same. Monica must have worked really hard to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. But you put yourself in this position. This is on you, bro. This is on you. So, what kind of things do you like to read? Manga? Reading Berserk right now, Guts is a legend. Freak you, Griffith, you are evil, bro. Manga. See what? Yo, at least the man gets it, bro. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. See, she be reading Berserk too. What volume you at? Man, it looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that could change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Been reading a lot of horror lately. Okay. Horror books, yeah. I'm about to start reading it soon. I desperately grasped something I can relate to. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Don't put yourself down like that, man. Come on. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you? I guess you could say that. What do you mean by that? But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Excuse me. Something you'd like to tell us, Yuri? Ugh, I hate horror. Why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a specific. She's reading that Berserk, bro. I'm telling you. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Okay, I might be going for Natsuki, I'm not gonna lie. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands down her shoulder. What you doing? Hey, yo. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like me. Not a very confident writer, huh? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. I could see that, you know, it's like it's like an intimate thing, you know, that not everybody be wanting to share it. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, expose your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing spirits too yet? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable. Yeah, you should have already known that wasn't a good idea, not gonna lie. She's like the most shy. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a minute. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. I didn't sign up for this. See, I'm still going to the anime club tomorrow. I'm not gonna lie, you guys ain't seen me again. You got me messed up if you think I'm writing a poem and reading it in front of the whole thing. That's like a #1 fear. You know, you ever had to give a presentation in front of a class? Yo. Top 5 fears is public speech in front of big crowds. Hold on, there's still one problem. I never said I was joining this club. Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I come forth with what's been on my mind. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at. I lose my train of thought. All 4 girls stare at me with dejected eyes. Yo, don't let them control you, my boy. This manipulative little act they be putting on, dude. But I thought, yo, look at them all. Y'all, I'm defenseless against them. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? You see, that's the little trick. They're trying to lure you up in here, you know? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with them. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Yo. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess? Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yo, she definitely got a thing for me, bro. Definitely. It is so obvious. Can I really impress the class, star Monica, with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety run inside me. Calm down, bro. Calm down, bro. It's really not that deep, man. Meanwhile, the girls contribute to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. I mean, I would probably be panicking in this situation too, but you know. Since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after the clubs. Sure, might as well. she need to tone it down a little, just a little bit. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls: Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be having sex every day after school in the literature club? Yo, you already made that choice, my boy. And plus, I mean, come on, man. What could go wrong? Game? What are you trying to get me into here? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Okay, so we're doing a little like dating some type thing. It's time to write a book. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. So like, I'm noticing a little something here. Where is Monica? And why is the music in this game like so good, bro? Listen to this! Yo, I'm not trying to get off this page, bro. Okay, so I guess we're going for Natsuki. Like, yeah, definitely. She likes cute stuff. So like, let's think about that. Hold on. Melancholy. Who likes that? Yuri. Fireworks, raindrops. Okay. Tears, bunny. Yup. We already knew what we were going for. Parfait for sure. I feel like romance would be one. She reads manga. There's like a lot of romance manga. Okay. Forget that. Kitty, for sure. Lollipop, for sure. Fester? Yo, one of these girls is mentally disturbed. Lust? Chocolate. Suicide. Yo. I did not sign up for all that. This junk really said suicide, right? Candy, for sure. Misery. Oh my gosh, man. Clouds. Grief. Agonizing. Sadness. Shame. Hurt. Unending. They just keep getting worse. Nibble. It's gotta be Nibble, right? Yeah. Silly? Nah, Silly's definitely Sayori. Come on, man. Pink. None of these really scream Natsuki to me. Let's say who's choosing like all these sad strategies. Sayori. Kawaii is definitely Natsuki. Uncanny, Afternoon Crimson. Fantasy. Okay. Hi again. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Is that a threat? Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club. Manga is literature. I agree. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. He always gives his best at literature, and as long as he's having fun, He helps me with busy work without even me asking, like cooking and cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Yo, all of these girls got something from me, bro. Starting to think this is a setup. How come you and him are good friends too? Sayori. Awkward freaking energy, not gonna lie right here. Some awkward stuff going on. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today. Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. Look at your boy, man. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. Ugh. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. See, even the game knows who we're going for. You looking for something in there? Freaking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Yo, just come forward with it. Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. Yo, you already know where she stands, bro. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. You calling me a weeb? Like, what you mean by that? Yeah, what's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a long volume of manga with a stack of various books on the side on the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Much better. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls. It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging or nothing. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing. Consider this a lesson straight from the Literature Club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. Natsuki grabs my arms and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Ooh, I see we got a little date going or something. A little reading date. Why is that? I guess it's easier to be close to a guy like this. Look at you boys sliding in, bro. Pause. You know I didn't mean it like that. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scoots an inch away from her. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be saying this close to her either. Not that I can say it's particularly a bad thing. I open the boat. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet. Looks like it's just a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life. I kinda grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be plot? Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean... Well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with the guy at the ice cream shop, but that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on there's all kinds of drama. Like when they get into all their backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. There are so many touching parts. Is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean? Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't seen you at your full power. Good save. See, the chemistry is already here, dude. The chemistry is already up in here, bro. We are definitely gonna burn. Like, this is so cute right now, dude. No lie. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit it. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't, I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this. Like I would ever get something because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that impression. Okay, alright. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. You got a point. You got a point for sure. Not to mention she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? Oh, look at this close up. We read on for a few more minutes. I've finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? Um, that's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get any of my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those kinds of people. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitate towards the other losers over time. Yo! This dude be putting himself down way too much, though. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own. Yo, is she calling you a loser, bro? I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. What do you mean? What would your dad be doing? At least it's safe here in the club. Yo, you wanna talk about this? Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Yo, that old dad comment, that was a bit of a red flag. Not for her, but like, I don't know. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe, but at least they're enjoying herself, right? Look at her, bruh. Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Yo, I ship this, dude. The main character and her. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when, yo, is she about to spoil the whole story? What's she doing? I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Okay, everyone. Are you all ready with today's poems? Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Dutch, though you do look pretty cozy over there. Oh. Natsuki suddenly knows how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright, guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but Monica just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I didn't really plan on reading this in my spare time. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. See, she's already playing like a second date situation. Okay. By tomorrow? I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for staying Natsuki's enthusiastic face. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something like this. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I'd never really done it. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't we find someone to share with? I can't wait. Who should I read my poem to first? Let's keep the energy going here, you know? I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I share mine with her first. Dude, how does every track in this game hit, dude? Like, dude, this game's kind of a vibe so far. Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't really feel like giving my opinion.
Huh?
Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind for writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours, like Monica said. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poems if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it.
Huh?
I hope you're happy.
Huh?
A little bit. It sounds like you're saying I'm doing a good job. So in other words, you're saying you liked it? Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go announce it to the world like you're all self-important.
Bruh.
Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something.
Huh?
Are you blind? Are you blind, bud? I can't figure out if it's a win or loss that she left my phone. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can see. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. Yeah, that's a little bit of a sad way to look at it. But I mean, like, I kind of like it, but like actually, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Yeah, like, you took your own angle at it, you know? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yeah, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. That's what it means to be a pro. Okay. Let's slow down a little bit. I'm glad you've learned something. Who do you think you are? Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Oh, she being awfully full of herself. Yeah, guess not. Alright. Let's do Monica. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Anyway, want to share your poem? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, we're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past it. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like it. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh jeez. No. It kinda makes me think of something Natsuki would write. Definitely didn't write that for her. You know. And she's a good writer too, so take that as a compliment. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein? Who? Maybe a long time ago. He's famous for... Oh, I thought that was a girl. But he's famous for telling all kinds of stories in a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anyone. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that. Sort of. They might be easy to write, but they're like super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. Okay, is she like giving me a little advice here, like don't try to please people or something? I don't know. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Yeah, I feel like she's like helping me or something. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. And then she gonna have like 10-page essay or something. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I will always feel the that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright, it was too deep. Stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. Huh? So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style's gotten pretty popular nowadays. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. Okay. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Yo, W advice, W tips. Just force yourself to get some down the paper and tidy it up later. That's my advice for today. Yo, got a little philosopher up in here? Okay. Thanks for listening. Alright. Let's hit it. Sayori. This is a good poem. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. Wow. You think awful little of me. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing right in front of you. Well, of course, I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, let's keep that to ourselves. Let's let her think that we're doing something nice for her. Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Do they all be saying that? We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Or are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? Ooh, she dropped a little rhymes. I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. Little rapper up in here, you know? If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori? Something about that is a little off. Sayori. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say it like it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Are we not analyzing like the line, like a couple stanzas before that one? Or whatever, a couple lines? Like, yo, if this was my friend and he or she wrote something like that, I'd be like, yo, you good? You good, bro? This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm going to write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Let's get Yuri. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah? Why do you ask? Because it was trash. I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. What does that mean? So it's that bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a single poem. Not just finding them and building them, but putting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. See what she's trying to do? She's trying to put a wedge between me and Natsuki, I think. Sorry. It's fine. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlights have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathed. Calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. Hold on. I'm not even really gonna try to pretend like I know what's going on here. But, cool. Good poem. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. Excuse me. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a very long time to read, because I was trying to understand what the freak you were talking about. I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I want to write something a little more mild. Okay. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Well, if that was easy to digest, I don't know what's going on. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before we pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sad. Yo! Dude, they got like a little beef going on or something, like. Definitely. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Yo! Okay, Yuri's kind of a savage. Like, I don't know if that's a good thing. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. Yo, Yuri's kind of rude, dude. I don't know. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Fever did too. So based on that, I would gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my rank style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Fever liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Where'd the music go? Yo, this little tension, y'all better calm down. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what Yuri stands up as well. Monica, we might have a problem here. Maybe you're just jealous that he appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Hey, don't put words in my mouth, Yuri. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Dang! Low below. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as he started showing up.
Whoa, what the hell?
Weird angle, Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... Yeah, I don't think we need... That doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was just standing there. She's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the rear, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her. Wait! There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effective. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that? Am I about to have to make like a choice here? Don't put me in the middle of this. Like y'all got your own problems. Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. We are saving this. This is like some freaking Telltale game choice. Neither of them are right. You know, they both, and I don't want to do the help me Sayori option. So here's my train of thought. I hate how the character depends on Sayori for everything, it feels like, yo. Like, yo, you need to learn to do, like, learn to take, like, action. But at the same time, Natsuki and Yuri are both right and wrong. Like, yo, different writing styles is fine, dude. You both have your own takes. But since it is just a game, and I am trying to, you know, hopefully this wasn't a mistake. That's why I got the save though. That's why I got the save. Yuri, you're really talented. I already don't like where this is going. But Natsuki has a point. I think that I racked my brain and attempted to back myself up. I think that conveying feelings with few words can be just as impressive as well. Okay, he took kind of a good way out of this, like, but he's still a side with Natsuki at the end of the day. It lets the reader's imagination take over. And Natsuki's, did Yuri's poem not do that too? You was talking about some ghosts. You was talking about some Casper the Ghost or something. Like what? And Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that. Yeah, it did, didn't it? Alright. I didn't mean to feed your, like, ego more, but okay. Shows how much you know. Alright. Let's calm down. That's not Natsuki. I think that's enough. Huh? Me? Yeah, you. Both of y'all. But she was so mean to me. And you weren't with that little freaking little bazonga comment you made? Natsuki's voice whines. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is really a personal thing, and sharing it can definitely be hard. It looks like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. I mean, that was getting a little out of hand. I glance over my shoulder. Sayori is nodding vigorously. Where's Monica in this situation? Yo, she just hiding. Like, what kind of leader is this? Yeah, so I'm doing her job, Monica's. You don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise. Thanks for noticing. She finally mutters that barely audible. Yuri. Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said, so you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so. Hey! It's not like you need to apologize for me. Sheesh. Natsuki takes a breath. The thing about, Natsuki glances around the room. Would everyone stop staring at me? Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a hard time with it than she boasted. Sayori and Monica look away. Anyway, the thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? What a wholesome way to apologize. What That's all. So you didn't. That was like some backhanded, okay. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone. Yeah, you're naturally beautiful. Alright, Sayori. You didn't have to add the little thing. Sayori. I'll go make some tea. I was just trying to help. Sucker, no you weren't. I'm sure she appreciated it, Sayori. Don't give her the wrong idea, my boy. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. Well, now that we're past... And where were you? And where were you this whole time? Well, now that we're past that, everyone's read each other's poems, right? Oh, no. You don't just get to slide past this. What were you doing? I hope that was worthwhile forever. Especially you. Yeah, it was worthwhile for me to do your whole position, like your whole job. There's still time before we go home, so we'll all relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club. So maybe you can take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for. I disagree, Monica. About what? That's not the most important thing about the literature club. It's called Literature Club, ain't it? The most important thing is having fun.
Bruh.
Fun? You fun. That's one way of putting it. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori. In the end, though, Monica's right. Being in the literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing it. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did y'all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. How about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. The same thing? The same thing. And maybe you learned something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. The best advice I got was from you, but yeah, alright. Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. Can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, that's not even close to what I said. No, I don't hate them. I just want your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, it's nice that I got to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone's what makes me the happiest. Good. That's a good thing. And I think everyone really likes you too. Every day is going to be so much fun. Yo, if I could wake up every morning and have the energy this girl has, bro, that would be great. Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation. Sure, being friends with everyone else is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. Alright, guys. So, we're gonna write our poem, and then that's about all the time I have for today, but I'll definitely be playing this game more. For sure. What do we choose? Okay. Monica told us not to try to, like, do the same thing. I don't know if that was just, like, you know, advice from the game, or if she was, like, telling me, hey, you don't want to do that. Because maybe then I'll cause more fights or something if I'm going for it. I don't know. I'm gonna go for Natsuki. Oh. This gotta be her one. Yeah. Fantasy. Okay, who is the sad one? Sayori? Oh, that poem she wrote. Fire Blast. I'm writing the wrong thing apparently. Mouse. Yeah. Puppy. Yeah. Giggle. Twirl. Sparkle. Strawberry. Misfortune. Suicide. Dude. That is so crazy, man. I mean, we know it's her now, but why? She seems so happy, bro. Love. Parfait. Okay. Alright, guys. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, hit the sub. I'll definitely be playing this entire game on the channel. At least I plan to. But yeah, that was Doki Doki Literature Club. And if you'd like to see more, let me know. Leave comments. You know, just help me out. And I'll see you guys in the next one.